Breathe and open. Breathe and open. With your breath, once again, connect to your energy bodies through the physical body. Body of bone and blood. And just witness the breath. The breath flows inwards like the tide of an ocean on the seashore. And there's a pause before the pull of the universe pulls the breath back out. And there's a release back to the universe. And then again there's a pause before the breath flows in. Just with your awareness, follow the cycle of breath. This universal cycle of breath as it flows in, like a tide flowing up the seashore. Notice the pause and then the flow back as the breath returns to the universe. And as you tune in to this universal rhythm of breath, as long as there's life, there is breath. And breath is the bridge between the physical body and the world of spirit, to inspire inspiration, the breath, breathing in as if you could breathe in pure light from the universe around you. For light is everywhere. The stars, the sun, the earth itself, all of nature holds light. You are light. Breathe in more of your essential essence into your body and invite your higher self to be with you. As if your higher self was a great descending ball of light descending down the inner channel now. And as it reaches above the head, it begins to expand like a sphere of light around you. Higher self, your higher dimensional self. And open the inner channel between heaven and earth. I call 4 great angelic beings around you. Raphael to the east, come. Healer, magician, come. Feel your connection to this great angelic force that's been on the earth plane for a long time now. Raphael of the east, holding the element of air. And the dimension of mind, Allow this higher frequency force to approach you. Air, mind, as if a cool wind could blow through your mind, blowing away the cobwebs. I call to the south of Michael of fire, guardian angel, protector angel of south. I call to you. Remember your connection to Michael of the south, of fire, who holds the dimension of will, the law of will. Feel your connection to this angel, and I call to the direction of west. West of water, and the aspect of emotion, and dreams, messages from the higher self and higher dimensions can come through the emotional body in the dream world to speak to you in the night and in the day. The dream world is always speaking to you. For those who have ears to listen, I call to the north, Archangel Uriel of earth, who holds a dimension of physical structure, bones of the body, and all structures of the earth, from mountains to great streams of crystal and gold. Allow these four angels to create a sphere of light around you. With your breath, allow more light to flow into your body. On the out-breath, release. On the in-breath, open. Allow, soften. Allow light. On the out-breath, release. On the in-breath, allow in more light. I call to the Archangel Sandalphon below, of the crystal grid of the earth. Allow the crystal grid of silver white fire to rise up, remembering that fire, inviting the fire up from the earth, up into the room, up into your body, a grid of silver white fire, penetrating the body, enlivening the body, connecting you to the heart of the earth. Crystal white grid fire. Allow every cell of your body to drink this fire. This fire reminds you of other dimensions of the earth, hidden dimensions of the earth, the inner earth, realms that most of us touch just in the dream state. Inner earth, the realm of myth and magic, the inner earth, where there are cities of light, of ascending 5D forces in the earth that also want to reach out to us to help us. And many of those cities of light have very strong connection to starseeds and other star systems. Many of us have had lifetimes in that inner dimension of earth. Allow this silver white fire, this crystal grid, to penetrate and immerse you in this higher fire of light. Opening you to the mythical realms of the inner earth. I call to the descending force of the central sun, Archangel Metatron, Archangel of many dimensions, to open up that energy that begins to pour down through our sun, down around the planet, down through the atmosphere, down into this room. Remember your connection to this light from the central sun that begins to penetrate your body and all your energy fields. Light from the central sun. In the body, fire in the body, a golden white fire grid. And in this fire, light codes from the sun, from Source itself, around the ascension period, a direct communication to you. Allow this light code to flow down through you and into you, which may be symbols or images or just pulses of light from the central sun, communicating to you about your path, about this phase of your ascension period. You're waking up on the 3D earth plane as it ascends to 5D. Opening up to this communication from also your higher self about your soul's path as you awaken in this dense plane of energy that's also waking up. For the Starseeds are not from this dimension of Earth, not from this dimension of Earth. Starseeds are not native to this dimension of Earth. They come to help the awakening process ahead of the rest, ahead of the rest. Starseeds have origins elsewhere, other star systems, other dimensions of reality, other planes of existence where there is more light, where there is more unity, consciousness, where there is more love, frequency. Through the central sun now, communication from your star brothers and sisters from many different places, origins, from the system of Sirius, which has a very strong connection to this earth plane. Sirius, communicating down through the central sun to those of you who have this connection with star system Sirius. Just open to the communication, whatever is there for you. Some of you have very strong connections with Sirius. Some have weaker connections with Sirius. The Syrians often speak in geometrical symbols and shapes and imagery. Just open to this stream of communication. And open the channel to Sirius. Very strong connections to the Atlantean time frame on this earth and also the Egyptian time frame on this earth. Syrian, Sirius. Many of you have strong connections to the Orion system, the Orion star system. System of light and dark energy. Of great polarity, but many ascended from that system and embraced the light and cleared the dark from their energy fields. I call to the Christed beings of Orion, and for those of you that have this connection, Feel the communication now from the Christed beings of Orion, communicating to you through the central sun, transmission down through the top of head into the body. Christed beings of Orion, transcended great fear and separation into love and unity consciousness, Orion. And this transmission could also help clearing any old patterns that you've brought from Orion of conflict, separation, fear, density that was not resolved in that system. And feel the shift as the angelic forces around you shift the energy field now. For those of you who have programs and energy programs of density from Orion to be released in your energy field, release it now on the out breath. Imagine you can release those programs to the light and breathe in more light from the Christed beings of Orion, the ones who have succeeded in overcoming density. Many of you have connections to the star system of Lyra. Lyra, the great founder, pioneer race of Lyra. Lyra. That colonized many star systems and had great connections with this earth plane also. Lyra. For those of you with this connection, feel the transmission now through the central sun from Lyra. Reminding of your origins of Lyra. And many of you have connections to the Pleiades, which of all the star systems perhaps has the most strongest connection to the earth plane. Pleiadian beings have been here many times. And much of the DNA of the human race has been donated by the Pleiadians. If this is your connection, then open to the transmission from the Pleiadians now. Pleiadian energy of love. Many of you have connections to the star system Andromeda, very high frequency beings, very high density beings, Andromeda, assisting the earth plane now in this ascension period. If this is you, open to the transmission of light now through the central sun, down through all of your energy systems. Andromeda. very pure energy from Andromeda. Many of you have connections with Arcturus. Arcturus. The Arcturians are very interested in this ascension period, and their energy is very much with us at this moment to help us shift. Arcturus. For those of you with this connection, feel the transmission of light now. Higher dimensional starships in our solar system and a stargate to Arcturus, transmitting energy now to us, assisting the planet as we shift from 3D to 5D. Other systems such as Alpha Centauri are also sending light to this planet and have their focus here. For those of you with this connection, open to transmission of light. And most of us have many different connections to many systems, a few primary ones and others less primary. Feel your multidimensional self. As you breathe in light from these star systems, from the central sun, also light from the crystal grid and the angelic forces of light. Imagine that you could send this fire, this light, this transmission down you can send it down the timeline to the past, all your past selves where you were stuck in density of this 3D system, so that you, the future selves of your past, could send a wake-up call and a beam of light of reassurance and love and compassion down through the past, down to you as a young adult. Facing the world of density, with all its confusions and challenges. Send light to you as a young adult, entering the world of work or family or responsibility or study. Send this light of awakening, of connection to parts of you that were confused, unsure what was happening, why you were here, what's going on. Send this transmission of light back down your past timeline. Connection to the star brothers and sisters, back to the past selves. Everything is okay. Everything will be okay. And send this energy back down the timeline, back to you as an adolescent. Adolescent, waking up to the energies of the body. The great confusion of adolescence, the challenges of adolescence, the ego identities of adolescence. Send this light back to you, the adolescent, whether you were rebellious or whether you were passive and pleasing as an adolescent, whether you were conforming or whether you knew your true self. Send this light back to your adolescent self. Send this transmission of love back. Everything is all right. Everything will be all right. Embrace all of the parts of you. For those parts are alive now, in time and space. And send this transmission of love back to you as a child, and all the child selves in you, the vulnerability in you of growing up in this 3D world. Perhaps your parents did not understand you. Perhaps your family did not understand you. Send love back to all the parts of you, the younger selves. Light, a transmission of love, of connection to your true nature. For everything is all right, and everything will be all right. Imagine embracing all the parts of yourself. All the parts of yourself. And send this transmission of love to you in the womb of your mother in this 3D plane. You incarnating in a body, in the body of your mother. Send a transmission of love to you in the womb. Imagine embracing the soul part of you in the womb, coming into this density with its limitation and restriction. Imagine embracing that part of you with light and love and the message, everything is all right and everything will be all right. Embracing all those parts of yourself that enter the veils of separation and forgetting, that forget the soul light, that forget your monadic light, your higher self, and all the guides around you, and all the help around you. Send light. You're not alone. You are not unloved. And any energy you want to release from any of this timeline, imagine on the out-breath you can release it. Give permission for any energies to be released from your timeline in the past. And breathe in this higher light from the star brothers and sisters all the way back, down the timeline as a young adult, back, down the timeline as an adolescent, back, down the timeline as a child, back to the time when you were in the womb of your mother, and see a continuous stream of light from you now to you back there in the womb. All parts of you embraced with the message, everything is okay, everything will be okay, as we shift into higher light. And feel the angelic force around you now. Feel this angelic force of love around you as a young adult, holding you in light. Feel this angelic light around you as an adolescent, struggling with the challenges of the world and of identity in this 3D world. Angelic light around you. All parts of you gathered in love and connected in love, no part excluded, all parts embraced. Imagine this angelic light around the inner child, the inner children, still alive in you. Embrace all of them. Let none be excluded. Invite all back in to the house of the self. Embrace them with love and light. All are included. And feel the angelic force around you in the womb of your mother, that you're held in love as you're incarnating in this world. No part of you alone, no part of you excluded from the light, no part of you separate or in fear, all part held by you and the angelic force around you. And I invite in all your guides and helpers in the unseen world, the inner planes, to come be with you. All guides now. Some of these guides have been very useful for you in the 3D world, navigating the 3D world. And some of these guides are ready to leave you now. Some of them will bow and release you as they step back into the inner planes. And if you can, bow and release them and thank them for their help in this 3D world. Some of these guides are 4D guides, helping you navigate the ascension period of the planet as it passes through 4D. Feel these guides bow to you in the inner planes, and you bow to them and thank them for their help as they continue to help you. And I call all guides in the 5D dimension, star brothers and sisters and above 5D, come to stand with you in the inner planes. And maybe you'll be joined by new beings of light to join you in the next phase of your ascension period. That you're held by all these beings, some 3D, some 4D, many 5D beings of light, and the angelic forces around you. And imagine that you can turn to the future. Turn to the future, the year ahead. The year and the years ahead. They're a great challenge on the earth plane, but you can pass through this time in a period of great flow, synchronicity, untouched by the great volatile energy on the earth plane. That you can learn to surf these 5D energies of higher love, of higher opportunity and possibility. Imagine the future is unfolding before you. Through 2017. Through 2018. And see that path open with more light. See that path held by angelic forces. See that path held by guides from 3 to 5D. Guiding you through all the challenges of this earth plane, showing you the higher way, closing the lower way, choosing flow, closing suffering, so that you can open to the energies of these coming years with ease and grace. And I call on the angelic forces around you to adjust the field now, adjusting the field as you send a transmission into the future. Everything is okay. Everything will be okay. And thanking now the guides, 5D, 4D, 3D guides. Allow them to step back into the light. Allow the angelic forces to step away and decrease the intensity of energy. Allow your higher self to adjust your energy field, to seal your energy field as necessary. Pull it back, closer to your physical body, increasing the intensity of light in the body. Releasing the angelic forces around you with thanks. Releasing the light transmissions from the star brothers and sisters with thanks through the central sun transmission, through the golden fire grid from the central sun. But feeling your connection with them always, in the waking state, in the dream state. Releasing the transmission from the central sun. Releasing the transmission from the crystal grid of the earth. Allowing the light to settle inside of you. As you see this timeline of light embracing all of the past you, all of the past yous. Seeing the future held in light as you step into 2017 and beyond. 2018, years of great change on the earth plane. As long as you have this connection, all will be well. All is well, and all will be well. Remember to breathe in the body of bone and blood. Allow all your chakra system to adjust. Column of light, just to close it, whatever degree you wish. With your breath, feel every cell of your body, all energy fields aligned to the body, all of your light coming back to the body. So all of you comes back, all of you from every dimension comes back, leaving no part of your light anywhere else. All of you is needed here with your breath. Come back, come back.